At the top, Movements by Roots Maneuver, a selection from the PTA cohort, the Brick Shithouse community. And just then, from Knowledge's Meek Mill mixtape series, that was Starvin'. Knowledge cuts up a bunch of Meek Mill's freestyles, random internet videos of Meek Mill sampling when he was young, and he's just got this mixtape series that he only had on Bandcamp for a long time, and now he's uploaded it to Spotify. And some of the sampling and some of the freestyles that Meek Mill does, so cool.
Man, that was a crispy song with some really out there, cool production.
Kind of like broken hip-hoppy, really clever sampling, delicate drum pad work. So there's actually like, you know, when you hit a drum pad, different pressures can sort of, you know, add that layering, kind of what we heard in the Jeff Buckley song. So you can still achieve it with a drum pad, not as easy as what like the control you can have with your hand on a snare drum, but I think he achieves that quite well. Man, so you have something to say there?
I've got a question for you.
Yes, I hope I can answer it.
You can. Why and where did the Brick Shithouse community come from? It's the first I've ever heard of it.
You know how you were like, for probably 18 months, being like, man, we're going to give away all my clothes.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, but bro, you're like 6'5", you're a brick shit house.
Ah.
And then we gave away the clothes, and I was just like, guys, get a photo next to a letterbox or a phone booth so we can gauge size. And you were like, Matt, I think we're going to be able to tell how tall they are. Crew started sending in photos of them next to letterboxes. And they're like, I'm 6'5" and brick shit house. Like, please send me the clothes.
Well, man, much respect to the Brick Shithouse community, man. I didn't know that was out there.
Yeah, I accidentally pocket dialed one of the guys. He was like messaging me like, bro, give me a shirt. I was like, we've given it all away. I was like, sorry, mate. And he's like, I'm fucking huge. And then like superimposed a letterbox. And then I pocket dialed him. And he was with his mates. He's like, hey, Tommy. And I was like, oh, mate, it's Matt. He was like, oh, I think he sounded a bit disappointed.
Was he like, why are you calling me?
Yeah, I was like, oh, sorry, it's a pocket dial. And he's like, what? I was like, it's a pocket dial. He's like, what? I was like, I accidentally called you. I didn't mean to. He's like, oh, that's all good. That's all good. Give us a shirt, bruz. And then I hung up.
I think we need to get that man a shirt, whoever he is.
One of the Brick Shithouse community. I don't know if it's going to stick. We'll probably forget by next episode, but it feels right.
It does feel right, and it's got a bit of story.
What doesn't feel right is AI music. We're back here again. In the emails, I'm not gonna directly call them out, but they're probably not listening because they're a computer. So maybe I can call them out. My name is Kai, don't believe it, and I'm reaching out from Head, an AI-powered influencer agency. We're currently managing a campaign on behalf of our client, Freebeat AI. Boo. Innovative AI platform. They're looking at making reels and all that stuff, and it's just, you know, an AI that's written this email to us, found us through the algorithm, whatever, and they're reaching out to through social media, I guess. And then they had the follow-up. You know how they have automatic follow-ups?
AI yes,
emails?
Of course.
Going again, hey, can we jump on board? And it's essentially, can we promote AI music?
Wow.
How do you feel about that?
I feel...
I'm never replying. I'm actually probably going to block
thank you.
them.
No, AI music is trash, and it's the dumbest shit ever. And I'm sure it sounds fine.
Tell them how you really feel, Tom.
Well, AI is meant to complete the mundane tasks, the mundane administrative tasks that humans don't really want to compete, like sitting inside at a desk, not in the sun, siloed and segregated, looking at a screen. But like, it's necessary in our post-tech world and giant, massive global economy that things and logistics happen and people communicate, and that's necessary, and people get paid not enough to do it. And AI is meant to transform tasks like that, mundane, easy tasks with low compute, to free up humans
to make art.
Spiritual beings, all-powerful humans, amazing creatures, to spend more time together, to make art and express themselves through song and dance and conversation and connection and community, and grow veggies and have a good time and eat apples and see the sun. Like, it's meant to be a good thing. And I don't think, supporting AI music actually has any positive input. Yeah, it's fantastic that it can be a thing, and what an incredible technology. How cool is that? It's crazy, right? It's actually crazy. But man, I don't think it can be. I don't think it can be supported. I think it should be boycotted. And the older I'm getting, you know, I've never really loved this whole hippie, oh no, let's just abandon this, and no, they shouldn't. But it's so true. It's so true. You have $1 to spend on anything, you can support the cause. You can buy Palantir stock because it's going up, because it's a crazy big surveillance tech and they're going to rule the world, and it's just horrible. But like, or you could just not give them your money and not buy the stock and reduce their power and not support things that you don't think are ethical and good and true. And I feel like artists, especially in music, and I always get a massive attack coming up on my Instagram with their political stances about, you know, pretty much collaborating with people who aren't doing the right thing. And it is that transaction on a broader level, and I each day I get older, I think it's very valiant, and I think it's actually all our responsibility. And obviously, you know, it's hard sometimes because you need to buy things, and you need to buy petroleum, and you need to put your heater on when it's cold. But broadly, I think that if everyone has a goal to try and reduce their footprint in different things or not support AI, then I think that the world's going to be a better place. And sorry to ramble, but like on the whole, you know, people talk about the environment, and I care about the environment, and you know, they have these values, and they're very quick to, like the social media hate discussion, point out other people. Oh, you know, what about this? What about that? You know, what are they doing? Put your phone down. Put your phone down. It's the biggest number one thing that is absorbing all the power from everywhere and chopping and creating the bad thing. If you think that climate change is happening and real and important and needs to be, put your phone down. Everyone's on their phone for 8 hours a day, and then plug it into the wall all night, and then have the TV running. And it's like, I just think there's a blaring hypocrisy in all that. And I'm not exempt from it, of course not. But the more older I get, and I think the more important it is to be aware of how the decisions you make actually can impact the world. And AI music is not getting my ears, Matt.
I like it. If you are going to pick your phone up, head to www.passtheaux.com.au. We've got some hoodies. We've got some cool shirts. I'm wearing one right now. Have you heard of the AI-generated band, and I use the term band loosely here in inverted commas, called the Velvet Sundown? Yes,
I have. They were trending on my algorithm for some reason, and they are like 4 long-haired yahoos that look really polished and clean, right? And they make like very palatable.
We say they, but like it, essentially.
It, yeah. So that's the correct terminology. It makes some music. Why? And people love it today.
But people didn't even know that there was an AI band. Like, in the first month it went live, and they didn't say anything about it. They pretended it was a 4-piece band. Millions of listens.
Well, that's the scary thing about where we're headed in the world and with everything. And look, I won't get into it because I have lots of fears about all those kind of things. But that's why I said I'm doubling down on family and friends and checking out of trying to make the most incredible product with the highest profit margin and the most efficiency and optimization. People are obsessed with optimizing things to a bit of like, nah, it's actually just about spending time with your mates and your family and having a crack at growing some veggies and, you know, playing some music and supporting Rob's crusty DJ set down at the Tote rather than AI mix that might be super crazy and polished. But I don't know. I feel like you've really led me into one here, Matt. That's my thoughts on AI.
I think it's a fair topic. I just didn't like expect to hear you like, you know, it's about hanging out with your mates, growing veggies.
Oh man, I don't know.
Get me to Glorias. All right, I reckon let's play a track each that couldn't be further away from AI. I'm talking like I'm gonna preface this with a bit of a backstory. when Tom and I are kind of like, hey, we'll message each other like, hey, I'm adding tracks to the playlist right now. I'm on a roll. Go listen. And then I'll be like, cool, I'll do the same. And recently, Tom and I we'll get this done like once a fortnight, once every 3 weeks. And I am so far away from what Tom is listening to right now. I'm in the 1970s. I'm listening to psychedelic rock, and it's insane.
Hanging out with Mitch Benson too much.
MJ Benz, big ups to the Mandem. Let's get pumpy. You've misled me. But Tom's listening to some beautiful R&B, electronica influence, like some thumpers as well, and I'm complete opposite. So I reckon we're going to go track each, so far away from the algorithm bullshit that Freebeat AI was trying to sell us. Let's pick a song each, and we're going to have the Brick Shit community, the Brick Shit House community, pick which one they like most.
Great. We're doubling down on humanising our selections.
Yeah,
it's
so
not for you guys.
yeah.
This is for me. This song. I'm playing the song for me. And you can take it or you can leave it.
I'm playing this for the people. I'm playing this for the Brick Shit House community. I already know what I'm playing. I'm playing a song from the band Mondo Drag from the album The Oculation of Light. This is Initiation.